guys, I am back with another update. The little Donny here, who's not quite so little anymore. He's still pretty little, but he's a big 6-month-old now. In fact, he's practically a 7-month-old. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get this video out for you, but I'm here today to share with you our 6-month update for mostly Donny, and then I'll talk a little bit about how I'm doing at the end. So, what can I tell you? Donny has really blossomed since I last talked to you in the past few months. He, you know, around 4 months, he's just kind of woke up, which most babies do around that time. Out of the newborn stage, just much more alert and much more engaged, and just more and more with each passing day. You can tell he's found his voice. He's vocal now. He loves to coo, and he laughs if I tickle him just right. Will you laugh? Will you laugh if I tickle you just right? Tickle, 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 tickle. Well, maybe not right now, but so cute. And he is definitely much more mobile. He started rolling from back to belly just shy of 4 months, and from belly to back just shy of 5 months. And he rolls at will. Wherever he wants, he rolls all the way around. That's how he like gets around now, which is a very typical part of this phase. He can sit assisted pretty well, but he cannot sit independently quite just yet. But he really, really, really wants to stand. Like, sitting, we're not that interested in. Standing, yes please. And I remember, I think he was 1 day old, and he was like standing while I was holding him up to my chest. He was putting so much, you know, using his legs so much to hold himself upright in that way. He's always just had a great desire to stand. Yeah. So I'm sure the sitting will come. We do practice a little bit. You know, I just use like a boppy and prop him up. But he generally just falls into a forward fold still. And he's been doing that for like a month. But he sits well enough assisted that I started feeding him solids a few weeks ago, right when he turned 6 months. So he's almost 7 months now. So he's been on solids for about, by the time this video goes up, actually, it'll be about a month, but I'm filming this in a little advance because we're out here at the family house in Utah, and it's just been a little bit tricky to find time to film and edit because we're just having so much fun doing family stuff. Yes. He likes making this noise too. Well, he might do it for you later. Anyway, oh, did you herp on your leg? Yeah, no, I need a tissue. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, let's come back to the video. Oh. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, so feeding solids. Donny, just like my oldest, Charlotte, who's now 2.5, really loves food. Loves it. I've had no issue with transitioning him onto solids. He's not nursing any less. In fact, he nurses a lot. He's always been kind of a snacker. I'm gonna let him play, you guys. You've kind of seen him now, so I'm gonna let him play on the mat here for a minute. I think he's getting a little bit bored of just sitting with mommy. There you go. So he still nurses 6, 7, 8 times a day, and I'll talk more about that in a minute because he nurses 2 or 3 times at night. He gets up 2 or 3 times at night now, which is why I look so tired. But anyway, back to the solids. I started him with purees, kind of like thin purees that I made myself. Veggies to start, sweet potato, butternut squash, zucchini, peas were his first foods, and he really, really enjoyed those. So I quickly, after just like a couple, maybe just like a week of one meal a day, which I would do in the evening, I moved him to 2 meals a day, and I started giving him a lunch fruit. So banana, papaya, mango. Some of those I buy already prepared because they're a little bit harder to make, but his favorite is banana. And I started making, moving towards mashables pretty quickly. So the puree stage we only did for about a week, and then we've been in mashables since, which he prefers. He's gnawed on watermelon a little bit. And then just in the past week, I've moved him to 3 meals a day. And these are meals, you guys. This is like an ounce of food, right? This is not a ton of food because his primary source of nutrition is still breast milk. I am still nursing. And that will be his primary source of nutrition for a long time. But you know, he's doing really well with learning about textures, and I can just see the progression as he's working out how to use his mouth and how to roll food around in his mouth and how to use his tongue to help him kind of process and swallow and stuff. So he's catching on really quick, just like Charlotte did. So like I said, now he's on to 3 meals a day. So for breakfast, he has a little baby like oatmeal mixed with banana, and then he has some sort of fruit thing for lunch, and then a veggie for dinner. And that's just what I've been doing. And I feel like he's gonna move on to small bites, you know, infant bite-sized chewables really soon, because Charlotte also advanced really quickly. You kind of have to just know your baby, and you know, it's totally a personal preference how you decide to start feeding your children, if you want to do baby-led weaning or purees or cereals or, you know, however you want to do it. I tend to start with purees and move quickly to mashables and then quickly to bite-sized, soft, very soft chewables. I feel like in the next couple weeks he's going to be ready for that. So he's really enjoying that. So in terms of sleep, which I alluded to earlier, our sleep kind of went out the way. He's rolling away. He's rolling away. Our sleep kind of went out the window with the 4-month sleep regression. He was doing so beautifully. He was only waking up, I think even when I talked about him in my 3-month update, he was only waking up once a night, which was amazing. And then at just shy of 4 months, he went through a huge sleep regression, huge growth spurt. Where are you going, Dad? Come this way. You want to roll away? And we have not recovered, and it's been almost 3 months, and Mommy is tired. I am so tired, you guys. His naps have just been really inconsistent, so I'm not so, you know, daytime sleep, like whatever, you know. That's just not consistent yet. Sometimes, most of the time, he just takes itty bitty 30-minute naps. Sometimes he'll just throw in an odd 1.5-hour nap. Today he took a 2-hour nap. It kind of just, that isn't consistent yet, and I don't really expect it to be. And for another couple of months, daytime sleep tends to consolidate. I feel like it was around the 9-month mark with Charlotte, where she consolidated into 2 kind of easily schedulable naps a day. We're not quite at that point yet, and I don't expect us to be, but him waking up 2 to 3, sometimes even occasionally 4 times a night for the past almost 3 months has been rough. So, and he nurses at that time. I just assume if he wakes up he's hungry, and I just feed him. But now that he's like getting on solids and getting more daytime calories in that way, I'm hoping that he'll kind of transition into better nighttime sleep on his own. I'm giving him a little time to settle in with, you know, eating is so new to him, eating, you know, solids, I mean. So I'm hoping his sleep will come around. But if it doesn't in the next few weeks, I may try to sleep train him. I've been resistant to it because he's so cute and sweet, and I just, you know, as much as I would really like to get some sleep, as you can tell by the state of me, although I think I'm pretty blown out right now. I'm not wearing any makeup, you guys. I haven't been wearing makeup this month, really. I think I wore it one time in the month of August. But as much as I would like to sleep a little bit more, I also just can't. I don't want to, like, you know, I don't know. I like seeing him during the night too, and I like a little snuggle time, and it is tiring, and I am exhausted, but I also just am cherishing it, because he's my last baby, And I know that this will be gone soon. But I'm getting to the point where I feel like a zombie during the day, and it's affecting how well I'm like managing myself. So I think we're getting close to a time where I'm gonna have to sleep train him a little bit. He's definitely getting enough calories. He basically just sleeps on me when we're nursing at night. So I'm not worried about him like not eating enough, and that's why he's waking up. He's definitely fallen into a pattern where he's waking up every 3 hours at night, 3 or 4 hours, because he wakes up at the same times each night. So I know it's not, it's something that he's learned. So we'll probably do, what do they call it, controlled. I think what I did was he was controlled crying, and I only had to do it for like 2 nights with her, and then she slept through the night fine. But she was sleeping all the way, like almost 12 hours through the night at 7 months. Close to 8 months, I guess. And he's not even close. So he goes down pretty early because he doesn't nap a lot during the day, and he just can't make it past 6:30. So he's usually in bed between 6:30 and 7, which is perfect because then I do Cece's bedtime routine between 7 and 7:30. So I get, I can do both kids' bedtime routines separately, at least for now, and give them each their own time. And then he wakes up generally around between 9:30 and 11:30, and then again at 1:30, and then again at like 5:30, and then he's usually up for the day at 5:30, but sometimes he'll go back down for another hour or so. Not usually, but it's just, I haven't been getting more than 3 hours twice a night. So 6 hours in 3-hour clips, and it's not enough. I need 4 hours in a row. I feel like I do need a little more sleep. So that's something on my radar. But again, I'm just like, it's a conflict, right? It's one of those parental conflicts, because I just want to see how cute you are and snuggle with you. Yeah, because you're a snuggler. He's a blondie, can you guys see? He is so blonde. Cece was still darker than him at this point in terms of like her features, her hair, and he's just totally blonde. He's even got blonde eyelashes and blonde eyebrows. His eyes, it's hard to tell. I feel like he's got either really light brown eyes or hazel eyes. They're still kind of settling in, and that can take a while. You have so much you want to do. Oh, let me tell you about like how much he weighs and stuff. So this is not currently accurate because I don't have a scale here like I do at home, and we went for his 6-month update before we left, so he was not even quite 6 months yet, but at around the 6-month mark, he was 16 pounds, 6 ounces, and 26 inches long. And so he's in about the 35th percentile for height, which has been consistent since birth. Oh, well, you're just over this. Donny, where are you going? How about this? And in about the 25th percentile for weight. Again, totally consistent since birth. Doctor is not worried about him at all. Look at these eyes. We're not worried. We're not worried. And he's just growing very consistently. So there's that. I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about him. He loves anything soft. He's always been very tactile. So any sort of like fabrics. He loves to like stroke my shirt. When I'm nursing, I always have to keep my hair up now because he likes to pull it. So he will pull my hair. He likes to touch Winnie, and Winnie's been very tolerant of that, especially now that she has shorter hair. So I think it's a little less intense experience for her than when Charlotte was a baby and she had her full coat. And he is absolutely 100% obsessed with his sister. Anything she's doing, he wants to see. We want to see, we want to know exactly what Charlotte is doing. And Charlotte has actually, she's still not like super like hands-on with him, but she definitely accepts him as part of the family. And it's not like she has any sort of negative reactions or negative feelings about him. He's just part of the crew, and you know, she's totally okay with that. But they're not like super close yet. Donny wishes they were. He just wants to be near her all the time. But she is getting there. Like since we've been here, I've caught her interacting a lot more with him. I mean, getting down on the ground and, you know, lying with him and wanting to play a little bit with him. So it's coming around. It's coming around. But like I said, she's never had like any animosity towards him. It's just she's just kind of kept her distance. But she's always been very independent and sort of a solo flyer anyway. She's definitely an introvert like her mommy. And her daddy is an introvert too. So we'll see about Donny. Oh, are you an introvert too? Oh, what is it, buddy? Okay, Donny's done with this video, he says. Anyway, about me, just really quick here, because Donny's like, I want my lunch now. We're gonna try avocado for the first time today. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Aside from being really tired, I feel really good. I have been just in a really good place emotionally and in my body. I've been doing a lot of work on just like how I feel about myself, nurturing kind of a self-love practice, and in terms of body image, which has been super helpful for me. So I've been feeling really, really good in those ways. If you're not keeping up with my other videos, I moved to a plant-based diet a few months ago, and that has been working wonders for me. I feel really good. I have lots of energy, especially not sleeping an appropriate amount at all. I feel like I'm doing really well, and I think the diet has a lot to do with that. I mean, just, you know, eating mostly whole food, plant diet, although I do enjoy some of my favorite processed foods, like those Mary's Gone crackers. Oh, they're so good. But yeah, I've been doing really, really well. I reached my pre-pregnancy weight at 4 months postpartum, just like I did with Charlotte. So that was consistent for me. I've been losing, or I lost about a half a pound a week after like 2 weeks I lost 20 pounds in the first 2 weeks postpartum, which obviously most of that was baby and fluids and stuff. And then I lost a half a pound a week very consistently, and it slowed down a little bit. I haven't weighed myself since I've been here, so I'm not sure where I am. I'm a little under my pre-pregnancy starting weight, just by a couple of pounds. But like I said, I had been losing a half a pound a week. I'm not trying to lose more weight necessarily. It's just what it's doing. I'm eating a lot, especially on a plant-based diet. I feel like you consume a lot more in terms of bulk, just because the foods are a little less calorie dense, some of them. Although I have been focusing on making sure I get a lot of healthy fats to support a healthy milk supply, and I am so happy and fortunate that my milk supply has been good. Has remained consistently really strong and healthy, and obviously he's doing really well and flourishing on it. Yes. There's that monster noise. He's so cute. And I think that's about all the news you can use. Oh, the hair loss though. Oh, the hair loss has been real. And this was just like my experience with Charlotte when I was not on a plant-based diet. So I know some people think you can lose your hair on a plant-based diet. You can lose your hair on any diet if you're not eating enough nutrients, mostly calories, and just not eating enough of like a complete nutritional profile. I am definitely eating much healthier than I ever have been, ever. So it's not that. Definitely postpartum hair loss started for me, I feel like around the 3-month mark, and it really revved up just as he hit 6 months. And it's starting to taper off a bit, so it's just a lot of hair. It's like bye-bye. But I started getting grow back a lot sooner this time, so I feel like I didn't really notice grow back until around the 6 to 9 month mark with Cece. I can't remember exactly when, but it took a while. I started getting the grow back here. Like a lot of the postpartum hair loss happens like around your hairline for many people, for me especially. And I started noticing grow back over a month ago, so more around the 5 month mark, and well, almost 2 months ago now, and it's coming in I feel like it's coming in a little thicker. Maybe that's just because it's shorter right now, but it feels a little thicker to me. So I feel like my hair is gonna be, you know, we're gonna get back to a healthy hair place. It's never gonna be like it was during pregnancy. It was so nice when it was so nice and full and thick during pregnancy, but it is, it's growing back, and that makes me feel better about it, because nobody likes seeing their hair come out, you know, like in the shower and stuff. Where are you going? He loves to do these swan dives. Cece did too. Both my kids really like being upside down or being tossed in the air. They like being very physical in that way. He likes it when I play horsey with him on my legs. He loves that. He loves swinging up in the air. Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's about all the news you can use. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing our little update today. Seeing my cutie pie. You want to say goodbye? Get a little bit of a close-up. Hi, that's Donny. Is there a mommy there too? Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I gotta do something. He wants to get up and do something else, like eat some avocado. So we're gonna go do that. Hope you are all well, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye. Can you say bye? We haven't learned how to wave yet. That will come. That will come with time. Oh yes, it will.